One of the biggest changes many of us notice after 60 is less energy. We may feel more sluggish, less focused, or just not quite like ourselves anymore. I always say that 2020 was the year that I started to feel old. And I accepted that at first. But aging doesn't automatically mean we have to feel old. Focusing on eating nutrient-dense foods that nourish my body and give me more energy has made all the difference. No more low energy and brain fog. Now my days are full, more active and productive, and at night I fall into bed and sleep deeply. And I've always been someone who struggles with sleep. One of the reasons we start to slow down in midlife is due to a decline in something called cellular repair and renewal. Our body becomes less efficient at recycling cellular waste, leading to an accumulation of damaged proteins, which causes us to feel just older. This default aging only occurs when we don't intervene. So today, let's intervene. In this video, I'm sharing 7 foods that I eat every week to help me to feel stronger, more energized, and healthier at the age of 70. These are simple foods that support better nourishment and can reverse the decline in cellular renewal. The first of these foods is going to be microgreens. Now, you may have heard of microgreens or you may have heard of sprouted greens. The difference between microgreens and sprouts is that the sprouts emerge from the fresh seeds first, before the leaves arrive. I prefer microgreens, the leafy microgreens. It's because of the leaves. The leaves are rich in nutrients. Now, here's where I'm going to be looking at notes, so forgive me for looking away. But these micronutrients have the ability to prevent cell damage. There's lots of promising research for those of us with diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Sulforaphane is the compound that researchers are most excited about. It occurs naturally in brassica, so broccoli, cabbage, kale, but in the form of these microgreens, it is much more biologically active and bioavailable. You can grow them easily at home or pick them up at your local grocer. I've done both. And I add them to sandwiches, salads, and as a garnish on any main dish that I may be having for dinner. Like I did the other night when I had a frittata. I just dumped a good pinch of microgreens on top, and they are delicious and very pretty. Next, we're going to be talking about sauerkraut and kimchi. Both of these foods are probiotically dense, so this friendly gut bacteria protects your intestinal lining, gives you better digestion. They also have vitamin C and iron for immunity and are very high in fiber. Kimchi, which could have a video all to itself, but briefly, it adds heart protection to the mix. It lowers your triglycerides, lowers your fasting blood sugar, and normalizes blood pressure. And its bacteria may also slow cellular aging. Now, you're going to want to start slow with these foods because if you are not used to them, they are probiotically dense and they can cause bloating or tummy upset initially. So start slow. Have a small serving, which is what I do. I have a small serving alongside whatever I'm having for dinner. Both of these foods can easily be made at home, and I've made sauerkraut before, but you can also easily find them at your local grocer. Now I'm seeing more and more varieties of sauerkraut, which really only needs cabbage, water, and salt, and then time to ferment. And kimchi, I'm seeing different varieties, some spicier, some have different mixes of spices. They all have a base of Napa cabbage, however, and I would say that whatever you choose, if you choose from the grocery store, look for only natural ingredients, like the one that I have now. Getting a variety of these foods in your diet means you'll probably never have to take a probiotic, which can get very expensive. I don't, and I haven't taken probiotics for years. And as I said, I just add a small serving of this to whatever I'm having for dinner 3 to 4 times a week. Next, grass-fed ground beef, or 97% lean. The benefits of grass-fed meats include: they are a higher quality protein source with less fat and calories than grain-fed beef. They have more omega-3 fatty acids, higher levels of vitamin E and A, and is packed with bioavailable iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. And 1 to 2 servings a week is all you need to preserve muscle mass. And I do try to get into 1 to 2 servings of ground beef because it's easier. I cook for myself and my mother, and so it's much easier for her to chew ground beef. And so that's what we have around here, and I try to, again, have at least 1 to 2 servings per week. Next up, frozen berries. Now, I prefer blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries, but there are a ton. Acai, I forgot about that. Cranberries, elderberries, just berries. Get as much of them in your diet as you can, and here's why. They're rich in vitamin C, so they're good for your skin. Their polyphenols support heart health, lower inflammation, protect your brain cells from damage so you have better cognition and memory, and help manage blood sugar. They're high in fiber, so they're also good for your digestion. I get 1 to 2 servings of berries per day, every day, either in a smoothie or served alongside whatever. If I'm having something else for breakfast, I will have them alongside that, and I often have them in the evening with nuts for dessert. These benefits are also true for leafy greens, but leafy greens have even more nutrition. They have more vitamins and minerals, and in higher amounts than berries. These vitamins include vitamin K, folate, calcium, and iron. They're also high in vitamin C to help that iron be more bioavailable. From my local farmer's market, this past week I picked up Swiss chard, dinosaur kale, regular kale, collards, lettuce, and I always have some frozen spinach in the freezer. So I get 2 or more servings of leafy greens every day. I put frozen spinach in my smoothies in the morning. I will have lettuce at lunch, and then 1 or 2 types of greens with my dinner. Next, Greek yogurt, which is a strained type of yogurt that has way more protein than regular yogurt. Greek yogurt can have between 15 to 22 grams of protein per cup. It's got probiotics for gut health, and it's a great source of calcium. It's also a great source of magnesium and potassium. I also love skyr, which is another type of strained yogurt that has about 24 to 26 grams of protein per cup. It's got a very smooth, stronger flavor that's a little bit sweet, even though it has less natural sugar than the Greek types of yogurt. Which, by the way, I always buy plain yogurt, never the flavored stuff, no added sugars, and you shouldn't either, because you can always add fruit to your yogurt. And I tend to have yogurt several times a week, almost daily. Next up, I want to talk about olive oil because we're having a thing. We're a couple. It's got the healthy fats, the monounsaturated types of fats. It's got antioxidants. It's anti-inflammatory. Did you know, because I didn't, that it has a compound in it that mimics the pain-reducing effects of ibuprofen? Other benefits include beautiful skin from a vitamin E. It can lower your LDL or bad cholesterol. It can help with hormone balancing and help improve bone density. Researchers suggest that you can get these benefits by consuming 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil per week. That's not a lot. And for me, I will pour it on sandwiches. I'll have it as a dipping sauce for breads, salads. I pour it over cooked veggies, and of course, I cook with it. So I'd say I have at least 1 tablespoon of olive oil per day, probably a lot more. and it tastes so good. I'm so grateful that we have olive groves in our state so I can get locally grown olive oil. But just get the best quality that you can afford, really, because quality does matter. Finally, I get a variety of nuts and seeds in my diet every single day. Either, where are you? Oh yeah, from something like these blends like I get from Strucely. Like this one has tiger nuts, hemp, walnuts, pecans, coconut, chia seeds. I love this on my breakfast because it's a little bit sweet, probably from the dried coconut. Or this one, which is more savory, this blend has tiger nuts, hemp, flax, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, and sunflower seeds. I get those periodically, but I've also made my own seed and nut blend from, I'll go to the bulk bins and get sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds, and flax seeds, which I buy whole and then grind them fresh. Did I say chia seeds? Chia seeds too. Yeah, I grind them fresh so that their phytonutrients are more bioavailable. And as far as nuts, I get walnuts, pecans, pistachios, which I love, Brazil nuts. And although I'm not a big fan of almond, the nut, I love almond milk. And I love almond milk that's only water and almonds and maybe salt. So I have been buying Elmhurst, but recently I put in an order at Azure Standard, and they had a variety called New Barn. So I tried it, and it is delicious, and I discovered I can get it at my local grocers, and it's cheaper than Elmhurst. In fact, there are a lot of different brands of almond milk that only have almonds, water, and or salt. Avoid the ones that have the extra stuff, the gums, the thickeners, the stabilizers. Avoid those. Just stick to 3 ingredients, or 2, almonds and water, either one. And again, no sugar added. So nuts are high in those healthy monounsaturated fats. They are a prebiotic for your gut health, and they're high in those trace minerals like magnesium, potassium, calcium, and zinc. And seeds are important because they are nutrient-dense powerhouses. They've got monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, including omega-3s. So they have heart-healthy fats, plant-based protein, dietary fiber, and essential minerals. And by mixing them together, you get a very well-rounded nutritional profile. But I will have some sort of seed and nut mix at breakfast and lunch, and then often dinner I'll just have straight nuts. So fueling the body with polyphenols, antioxidants, protein, fiber, and healthy fats is a key factor in slowing the aging process. When combined with exercise, getting out in nature, and getting 7 hours of quality sleep, you've got the perfect recipe to counteract midlife cellular misfiring and feel younger and more energetic. Maybe more energetic than we ever have before. It's possible. So that's where I'm going to leave you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below, especially if you found this information helpful, if you have any questions for me, or if you'd like to talk about improvements that you're making in your own diet and how you're feeling. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, then please consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing around here. I'm having a ton of fun, and I hope you are too. And with that, I'm just going to wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Bye.